Hello everyone, and welcome back to another G1 Transformers review. And as you can see, I'm still continuing on with the micromaster patrols. Now this is an Autobot patrol called the Air Patrol. No, sort of like medals for guessing that one. This came out in 1990, and I shall quickly go through each of the members. You've got Blazemaster, who is the helicopter. You've got Eagle Eye, which is, they class him as Silver Jet. That's not really, it's light blue. Sky High, who is a little bit like Concorde, for want of a better description. And then you've got Treadbolt, who is like a blue stealth bomber. Right, I'll bring them in so you can see their individual alt modes. Pretty good little helicopter mode, quite nice. A little bit along the lines of the sort of shape of a helicopter, a bit like Blackout from the movie, something like that. But not a bad little alt mode at all. Often you see these without their little rotor blades, which are often missing. That does detach, and that's why it's often missing. And comes back into it a little bit like Blackout in his transformation, in so much as that you do the usual micromaster thing. You flip over the front of the helicopter, form his legs, flip his tail down onto his back, and of course you just got the two little arms. But like, which one's decided to just drop off. They do come off eventually, some of these, because they're only like, actually if I take that off, you see how they're attached. They're only like a very loose plastic pin. Bit like a headmaster. I might have to just sort of put a little bit of super glue on that just to stiffen up the joint, but no harm done, it's not broken as such. But what I was going to say is, like Blackout, he's got holes on the side of his arms, and you can attach his rotor blade, which is probably where it's got weakened over the years on his arm, through somebody pushing that on too hard. And then of course he's got a rotor weapon, which is quite nice, and I'll bring him in so you can see the detailing on him. Again, they did go sort of like pretty well, apart from the dust that's on top of it, for touching up bits of paint and picking out their face details. When you consider the size of these figures, they are tiny, so that's pretty good. Let's see if he'll stand up for me. That's it. Now we'll move on to Eagle Eye. As I say, they sort of describe him as a Silver Jet, but he's really like a powder blue sort of colour, modelled something along a, it's not really an F-16 because they only got a single tail, so it's some kind of just mashed up design for a jet mode, but not bad. Transformation again, simplicity itself. You fold out the rear section on a double hinge, but you bring the nose of the plane round and over, and his little stubby landing gear part goes into the hole in there and sort of holds it in position. And then you can fold back the wings, and of course you've got his arms, which one of them again is a little bit loose, so he wants to flap about. Let's hope not fall off like the last one, like Blazemasters. But there you go, not a bad little micromaster. Again, they've picked out his face in a different colour, just to give it a little bit more, I suppose, variety in the design of it and the colour scheme. It does at least sort of show it up more that he has actually got a face. I'll try and bring that in, because they did actually, I mean, like I say, on the scale of these things, they moulded in proper face details on these figures, and they are tiny. Right, next one. Sky High, like I say, a Concorde style sort of jet. Not bad at all. Silverbolt obviously springs to mind, obviously a similar sort of design jet. So yeah, pretty nice little jet mode. Again, all you've got to do is flip over the nose, double hinge joint on the waist, so you just pull that out and straighten it up, like so, and instantly you've got his arms underneath, and that is pretty much his robot mode. The wings do hinge back, so you can give him that sort of seeker jet looking style wings, which is a little bit of a shame these aren't Decepticons in that way, because they kind of would fit in quite nicely with that whole sort of set. Only downside is, because of the shape of the wings, you end up, he's got some almost like reverse weird sort of flares going on. But, you know, again, on this sort of scale figure, it's not really the end of the world. Again, they picked out some detailing in red. Again, pretty nicely moulded. I mean, on all of these, I mean, when you consider the size of them, they've all got their, you can't even get that in clear, it is so small on the camera. But they've all got their moulding information from like Takara, Japan, on their wings, or at least somewhere on the body of the plane mode. Yeah, there was a lot of forethought went into these, and I suppose really they were designing these along the lines of just making it easier for kids to collect a larger collection of Transformers to have like larger battles, rather than maybe if a kid could only afford a couple of Transformers, you couldn't really have much of a battle scene. Anyway, get on to Treadbolt, which as I say is like a stealth bomber. We've got some nice Air Force paint applications on top. And obviously you can see the kibble immediately underneath. Transforming him again is simplicity itself, folding the wings up like so. The front of the plane just folds round and out to form his legs, and that's it. You know, you've got his arms again, which can be moved out, little fists moulded onto him. And again, they've picked out his face. Not quite as successful a face mould on that one, I think, but not bad. I mean, they're still, like I say, I mean, if I put my thumb up against it, excuse the dirty nail, I've been cleaning some of these. You know, you can see how small they are, and yet you see the moulding detail in the wings and that. Pretty good, really, for what these cost. You know, they could certainly all sit on your shelves in amongst your larger pots. They're almost like having minicons, but of course they don't have the minicon port, which came out with Armada. But yeah, anyway, that is the Air Patrol from the Autobot 1990s Micromaster line. I shall be back with yet another Micromaster review in a bit. I hope to see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.